Hi guys, welcome back to Body Fix Golf with me, Russ Jones. This is our 20-minute Tuesday. The aim of this section of videos that will be coming to you every Tuesday is just to make you feel and move a little bit better. Whether you throw it in there at 6 a.m. in the morning and roll out of bed and just need something to get you going, whether you get home at the end of the day feeling a bit lethargic and want a little 20-minute movement before dinner, whether you use it as an extended warm-up before you go play, or just a recovery session between some strength sessions that you've been doing in the gym. It's going to help you move better, understand your body a little bit more, hopefully make you swing harder and stay healthy. So here we are. Like with any workout, we don't just jump straight in. Like I said before in the intro, it could be that you've just woke up and climbed straight out of bed and your body needs to get ready to exercise. So we're going to lie down. We're going to start on our back, take some pressure off of all our joints and just start to mobilize the body and get a little bit warmer. If you're someone that suffers with tightness in your neck, then I would always advocate that you put a pillow, yoga block, rolled up towel or something under your head for more comfort. So first thing, nice and easy, Ozy, I'm going to just roll my legs side to side. I'm thinking about my head, my torso, my shoulders, my arms, all just staying nice and comfy and flat against my mat. And just roll that side to side and feel things through my hips, my pelvis start to warm up, get a little bit freer. So we'll do a couple more of those. Then I'll take that into a little bit of pelvic tilt. So lower back and core, I'm going to create an arch where I lift my lower back away from the mat and then engage my abdominals to control the lower back into the floor. Lift the lower back away and then down. So if I move my arms out the way, you can see me rock the pelvis, which creates a bit of space and then reduces the space in the lower back. Again, a couple of those. Everything's starting to feel a little freer. I'll move into the arms. I bring my arms up. I'm just going to alternate stretching overhead, prepping me for one of the exercises today when we do our dead bugs, which is going to be a good core exercise, as well as a good bit of stretching and mobility through the shoulders and hips. So I just warm the shoulders. Then I'll go all the way through and down. And then I'll take that into both hands together. I'll go over and round to the side. Over, round to the side. Just soft elbows. I'm not trying to lock the joints, just let the arms. We're not trying to win any points when we warm up, we're just trying to mobilize the body. And then from there, I'm going to take that up onto all fours position. So I bring myself up onto my hands and knees, and I'm going to go into my cats and dog stretch. So hands below shoulders, knees below hips, and push the spine up to create that nice rainbow shape with the back. My eyes are looking at my knees, and then gently create that little bit of arch as I now look forwards. Just nice and smooth. Also like to feel the muscles that are working when I'm doing this. So a little pause at end range. When I squeeze down, I can feel the muscles in my lower back that track either side of my vertebrae contract. And then as I push up, I'm thinking about drawing in those abdominals. And now as I've done a few, I'm going to go a little bit quicker. And then I'll bring that into some rotation. I take my knee print a little wider. I'm going to bring my hands together, sit my hips back, hand behind my ear, and I'm just going to rotate gently to mobilize the upper back and warm the shoulder. If that feels too restricted for you, you can always just place the hand behind your back and just focus on moving this upper right quadrant of your body. Head is optional. If you want to have a bigger turn and try and move the head and rotate, use your eyes to guide you. If I can only see the skirting and the other side of the room, I know I'm fairly restricted. Make sure I'm not swaying side to side. Let's test the other side. So all our warm-ups are a bit of a test while we go. They give you a bit of feedback as to how you feel on that day, which is why, like I said, you could use this as just a 20-minute warm-up before you then go to the course. If you live in pretty close proximity to the course, or you're staying at a resort and you're in a hotel room. Again, if I want to, I could just put that hand behind my back out of the way, like so. And then lastly, I'm just going to do a bit of hip circles. Hands shoulder width, knees closer together, and I'm just going to create a few little circles with the hips. And I like to finish that by just swinging the leg forward and back. Really open up that hip flexor. Can get a little bit chewy at the front of the hip there. And then as I raise the leg up, feeling the glute switched on a little. So let's change legs. So the idea of the warm-up is not to tire you out, but just to prep you and get you ready. Get a little bit of blood pumping. Get the muscles warm. Get the tendons with some blood in there so the joints feel better. And then forwards and backwards again, just to open up that hip. There we go. Right, I feel a bit warmer. I feel like I'm now ready to attack the exercises. So this is your 15-second warning. If you want a quick sip of water, now's the time. First exercise is lying on our back. Hydrate, make sure you've always got water with you when you're exercising. Very vital ingredient for the human anatomy. In 3, 2, 1, glute bridges. Hips up, hips down. Hips up, hips down. Feet are in line with hips. Arms are just relaxed. Particularly on this first round, I'm going to show you with every one of these 20-minute Tuesday workouts, we're going to do 6 exercises, rest, have a drink, and then do the same 6. But on the second round, I can add some tweaks for you. So if you get comfortable with the exercise and want a little bit more challenge, round 2 will show you how to do that. But on round 1, it's almost like a continuation of the warm-up. We're not trying to become the strongest person in the world. We're just trying to move a little bit better, make our body feel better. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll have a little breather there. 25-second gap. So then the next exercise is going to be our dead bugs. So like I said, if you feel like when your head is lying on the mat, your neck's in this position, you're looking behind you, I would definitely go and give yourself a little wedge there underneath, a little pillow. But we're going to have all limbs up in the air. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite arm and leg. A little stretch, come back up. A little stretch, and come back up. Now how far I go is dependent on how it feels. If I feel I've got good control over my abdomen and my core and my pelvis and lower back, then I can challenge myself and try and take leg and arm nearer the floor. The further I go, the longer the lever, the harder that's going to be to control. If you feel like you just want to go a little bit, then just go a little bit. It's up to you. Coming up, we've got 10 more seconds. Like a good exhale at the top. So brace on the way down. In 3, 2, 1, and then relax there. Next exercise, we're going to do a kneeling side plank. Straight leg side plank is going to be for the second circuit, but for this one, I'm going to put my left elbow directly below my left shoulder. I'm going to have my bottom leg bent, top leg is going to go straight, and I'm going to take my top hand up, palm facing you, facing forward. So in 4, 3, 2, 1, we come up, and it's just going to be a hold. So if you have got to the stage where you know you're a bit more lively and you're feeling more pumped up, it's first thing in the morning, you've crawled out of bed, now you're feeling already more alert, start to think about these positions a little bit more. Am I in a straight line, or am I just going through the motions, heads dropping? Hips up, straight line from my ankle through to my ear, nice long straight arm, get everything nice and aligned, and control the breathing. I can already feel I'm getting a little bit warmer. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, team. So far, so good. Halfway through this first round. We're going to do the same on the other side. So I'll come to my other end of my mat so I can keep an eye. Again, bottom leg bent, top leg straight, elbow directly below my shoulder. We've got 10 more seconds. It's going to be 2 more exercises after this one. and then we'll have a little drink. It's in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those hips up. Reach that arm up nice and high with those fingers. Keep the head. The head is a key thing on a side plank. See, many people will just look down, particularly if their timer is on their watch or their phone on the floor. They've just lost their posture and they've got a little bit sloppy. Imagine you're lying against a wall, flat against it with your back, head in line, side on, and then keep that breath. Keep everything nice and firm. You feel that through the obliques here. Control the breathing. 15 seconds to go. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down we go. Okay, next exercise, posture. I'm going to be doing a skydive, so everything behind me, I lie flat on my front. I'll come at a slight angle, so I keep an eye on you. Hands down by the side, just a little bit away from my body. Engage glutes, lift chest and arms, hold it there. We're going to go in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Now keep your eyes down on the floor. Take the pressure off your neck. I don't want everyone just lifting their head and using their neck, especially if you've been at work all day and suffer with a bit of tight neck. Let's keep that neck long. If looking straight down from close proximity makes your eyes go a little bit funny, then just shut your eyes. You don't need them on this exercise. Just control your breathing and feel the muscles engaging. That's everything behind you. I can even feel my triceps in the back of my arms, extending those arms out, lifting me up. Always try and keep controlled breath throughout. We've got 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Last one for me. You're doing great. Keep at it. Straight arm plank. And again, I'll show you a tweak on this on the second circuit. On this one, I just want you to show me a really good straight long position. So hands come down about shoulder width or slightly narrower, feet slightly wider than my hips, and I go in 3, 2, 1, like so. Head position, vital. Just like with my side plank, just like with my skydive, I don't want to be eyes forward looking into a mirror or looking at the telly. Let's get that neck in line with the rest of the spine. Control the breathing. Now, if that's too intense for you, if someone's got any issues going on with the wrists or the elbows or the shoulders, then you can just practice coming into that kneeling position and lift the feet off the floor like so to build up a little bit of strength. That might be a good workout for you to start. But I'm going to go ahead and give myself some work to do. Come back up onto my toes. Control the breathing. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down and rest. Okay, so that's your first round complete. I'm going to go ahead and treat myself to a little bit of water there. So, key thing with all of these, form. Master the form and then try the tweaks. If on this second round when I give you any subtle little tweaks, it feels too much, then go back down, give yourself time to adjust as the weeks go by. Remember, this isn't your final workout ever. It's always getting ready for the next week and the next workout. And like I said, this is not going to be your strength training. Some of you it might be. If you're new to exercise, then this is going to be just giving you a bit more of understanding of where your body's at and how to move and how to control certain muscle groups, which will prepare you for the future doing your squats, your deadlifts, your lunges, your dumbbell work, barbell, kettlebell, cables, lifting some resistance to get the body more strong. Whereas this is just going to get you moving a little bit better and holding positions. So what we're going to do there is we're going to give you another 15-second warning. We've had a little rest in between rounds. So I'll just treat myself to one more sip. If anyone's experiencing any pain when they're doing the exercise, then guess what? Stop. Get assessed. Find out what's going on. So I'm back into my glute bridge in 4, 3, 2, 1, and hips up and down. Now the tweak on this one is we get rid of the arms like so. And now my stability has been challenged a little. Another tweak I can do is I can stay up and try to slowly balance on one leg whilst I'm in my glute bridge. Like so, feel a little bit like a monster or a zombie marching down the corridor. Probably what you felt before we got started as you were coming down the stairs, maybe if you just woke up. Nice controlled breathing, trying to control the pelvis from swaying. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back down. You feel that work in your hamstrings and your glutes. Good muscle groups to work and keep nice and strong, not just for your golf, but for the health of your body as well, and to long-term protect our lower back. Dead bugs, harder than opposite arm and leg is both legs. So I like to tweak this, what I call ABC. So we get all our limbs up in the air, and in 4, 3, 2, 1, I go opposite like before, opposite other side like before. Now everything, now not quite as far, and back up. First side opposites, second side opposites, everything must go. Feel that challenges your core much more. Opposite first side, exhale at the top, everything must go. If that gets too taxing or you feel anything in your lower back, then just revert back to doing opposites and opposites and opposites. We've got 10 seconds, stay with me. 3, 2, 1, and we'll rest that down there. Side plank. Very simply, the way to make this harder is not do it with a bent leg. So I'm going to extend both my legs to start off with. If you fatigue, come back down and bend that knee again. So I'm going to split my feet, so I've got my forward foot, or top leg slightly forward I should say. Arm stays up, and in 3, 2, 1, we come up. So straight away you can feel that's got your attention a bit more straight through the obliques. Good strong muscles to have balance with the side of the body as well as control rotation through the core. Side of the hips working harder. I've got the outside of my under hip here working, the glute medius. I can feel my adductors in my top leg working. Keep that split position. Keep that arm long. Remember the head. Don't sag down with the head. Keep everything nice and proud. Control the breathing. If you're feeling tired, feeling too much stress on the shoulder, pop that bottom knee back down. You've got 10 more seconds for me if you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Other side. So again, setup is key. Make everything look nice and neutral. Top leg is going to go forward slightly. Bottom leg goes back behind me. Create a small V. We've got 10 more seconds. Arm goes up. Also a good test to see how you are balanced, right versus left side of the body. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips come up. Head back, arm up high. Nice long position with the spine. I'm getting nice and warm in here. Heating's been on. Cozy warm. Getting a little bit of droplet of sweat in the eye. That's okay. Heart rate's getting up, but we're not running. A lot of people are not big fans of running. We're not going anywhere. We stayed on the mat, but you can feel your body working. You feel more warmed up. You feel ready for the day if it's early. You've forgotten about work if it's late in the day. A little bit of you time. We've got 15 more seconds for me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Then we're into our skydive. On this one, little tweak, I'm going to try to roll my arms. So I'm going to use my whole shoulder girdle, shoulder blades and arms just to create some rotation through there. Just for added pleasure if you like, or not. So if it gets too taxing as always, revert back to what we did in round 1, which was just static. In 3, 2, 1, I'm up. I'm just going to turn, palms out, knuckles in. Palms out, knuckles in. Head, as always, neutral. Eyes can be off. Tensing every muscle in what we call your posterior chain, which is fancy for everything behind you. Give the glutes a squeeze. They'll help the lower back. Feel that warming up the shoulders. Means the plank next time is going to be a little bit tougher for us. We've got 10 more seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Last exercise, it's that straight arm plank. Now to make this harder, I'm going to try plank shoulder taps. Now if you're already doing the kneeling version in the first round, then the progression is just to do static straight arms on toes. But if you found that it was okay in straight arms, we'll try the tap version, which looks like this. I go slightly narrower hands, wider with the feet in 3, 2, 1, and then I tap a shoulder and come back down. Tap a shoulder, come back down. Tap a shoulder. Now the goal here is to visualize that I've got a nice cup of coffee, cup of tea, whichever your preference, on my lower back. And I don't want to spill any. So as I remove, I go from a 4-leg table, if you like, to a 3-legged table. Then the chances are I'm going to sway and drop and move my hips side to side. So I want my core muscles kicking in to stop that happening, which is why I've gone for a fairly wide stance. Even harder if I took my feet narrower for this last 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax and just drop down there for me and just control that heart rate. Have a little breather on those shoulders. There you go, guys, your first 20-minute Tuesday workout. Hopefully you enjoyed that. You should feel better after the workout than you did going in. Don't forget to give me some likes, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again next week. Swing hard, stay healthy.